Konnichiwa, yokoso, Tokyo Motor Show. Okay, that's the extent of my Japanese. So I'm going to continue in English for the rest of this guide to the most colourful event in the motoring calendar. The Tokyo Show is a unique event. As well as a raft of world debuts, there's some things you just never find at a European motor show. Plus, political correctness hasn't quite reached these shores, but more of that later. First, let's talk cars and what I think is a star of the show, the Mazda RX Vision. It's a two-seater rear-drive sports coupe and previews the rebirth of the RX-7. And like the original, it will have a rotary engine, only this time producing around 300 brake horsepower, putting it clearly in Porsche Cayman territory. Speaking of Porsche, it's just unveiled the 911 Carrera 4S here in Tokyo, and as with the rest of the new 911 range, it gets turbo power. Also here is the Macan GTS. This will sit in the range between the Macan S and the Turbo. It has 355 horsepower, bigger brakes and lowered suspension, and will cost just over £55,000 when it goes on sale early next year. Now, if you like sports cars but you're on a tight budget, then Toyota could have the answer. It's called the SFR, and it's essentially, well, it's an MX-5 rival. It's apparently a concept at the moment, but yeah, have a look round it, and it looks pretty much production ready, so we should all be very excited. Why? Well, it's an affordable front-engined, rear-drive, lightweight sports car that's reasonably priced, yet practical too. Despite the small dimensions, it can apparently seat 4 people, though maybe not 4 fat Westerners. Toyota also had some other concepts at the show. The Kikai has exposed mechanical parts and is a 3-seater with a driver sat in the centre, while the FCV Plus is a fuel cell vehicle which you connect to your house as a source of electricity. Lexus has also got the fuel cell bug with this rather impressive looking LF-FC concept. Now this car interestingly previews the next LS. It shows that Lexus is planning to not only take its design and luxury to another level, but also its technology. Powered by a hydrogen fuel cell, it's all-wheel drive, but has motors actually built into the hubs of the front wheels for added traction and driving dynamics. Now I know what you're thinking, we're in Japan, so where are all the crazy cars? Well, don't worry, Daihatsu seems to have got that covered. There's the Tempo, which is part MPV, part coffee shop, so it's ideal for the mobile barista. The Hinata, which means natural relax, has double French doors, while the Noriori is ideal for transporting your elderly relatives about thanks to its wheelchair access. Finally, there's the D-Bass. Now, it may sound like a new music movement, but it's just an everyday super mini. Suzuki's also flying the Japanese flag with its range of strange small cars. Now I really like the name of this one. It's called the Mighty Deck. It's a small pickup truck with an open low bed and a canvas top. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't get close enough to show you these features. Anyway, there's the Air Trizer. It's an MPV with 3 rows of seats which can be rearranged for lounge-style seating. Oh yeah, once again, we can't show you this either. However, we can show you the new Ignis. There it is, look, in all its glory. Wow. Now, if you want a small car with more style, then how about the new Mini Convertible? And it's a bit strange that I've actually come here to Tokyo to see this car for the first time when it's actually been built about an hour's drive from my house. It's longer, wider and taller than the old Mini Convertible, so should be more spacious in the back seats. Well, maybe not by much then. The boot is 25% bigger though yeah, it's still quite small. But hey, this is a car which is more about image than practicality. A car which combines the two is the Mitsubishi Px Concept, which, from where I'm standing, looks a little bit like a Japanese Range Rover Evoque. Now, if you're wondering why I'm stood all the way over here, it's because if I stand over there, I'm in shade, and they won't let me actually on stage next to the car. The Japanese, they have rules, and they must be obeyed. The Mitsubishi Px Concept previews a future electric-powered ASX. Now, this car here has a range of up to 250 miles on electric power alone, as well as all the latest autonomous driving technologies. Now, this Subaru Visiv Future Concept also uses electric power, and it's combined with a 1.6 litre diesel engine from the Levorg It also has 360-degree cameras to allow for all-round crash avoidance and enable it to drive on its own. And if you want to know what the next generation Impreza will look like, then this is the cunningly named Impreza 5-door concept. So yeah, this should give you a clue. Now, have you ever wondered what would happen if you combined a phone with a car? Well, this Nissan Concept gives you an idea. Called the Teatro for days, it has a light airy interior with lighting that changes the look and feel of the cabin. Nissan also showed the IDS concept. It's an electric vehicle which previews the next generation of Nissan Leaf. Well, maybe in your dreams. And speaking of dreams, what about this then? It's called the Yamaha Sports Ride Concept, and it was actually designed by Gordon Murray, as you'll probably remember. That is the chap who styled the original McLaren F1. It's a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive two-seater sports coupe that uses a carbon tub and so weighs just 750 kilos. Sadly, it's unlikely to make production. This car will though, it's the next generation Honda FCX Clarity, only they've dropped the FCX bit for added clarity. Once again, it uses a hydrogen fuel cell to generate electricity for its electric motor. Though this time, it's more compact, produces more power, and has a range of over 400 miles. Well, that's all from me from the Tokyo Motor Show, and now I'll leave you with some of the other things that caught my eye here.